Hi everyone, today I am going to show you how to make removable bows using the cam clip tool. Now these are really great because obviously we're putting these on a child's sock, and the ideal thing about this is they will stay completely firmly against the sock unless an adult removes them. They're actually pretty tough to take off unless you know how to do it yourself. So like I said, that's what's the best thing about them, and it means that you can also take them off, and these are completely machine washable, so it's safe to put the actual socks in the washing machine without damaging the bow. So that's ideal, and it also means that you could have multiple colours that you can attach to one pair of socks without having to supply multiple pairs of socks with the bows stitched on. So this is one half pair started, because otherwise it would take me a long time showing you. And I've already made the tails down bow, and if you look at the previous tutorial that I've done, the flowing tails down, it's a 1-inch version on a 3-inch template for that. And this, move these out of the way, is my cam clip tool and my cam clip set. And what you get, this is the actual cam clip mechanism. And you get a punch tool for punching through thicker materials. That's to go through that to get your pins through on the tougher options. And you also get a screwdriver, because these are, just get my tape measure. These are 10mm versions, but you can also get the smaller, and you can also get the larger sort of 15mm versions as well. And when I bought this tool, it cost me £14. I got a variety of different colours like this kit, and I've got a replacement one of these and a few of these plastic ends that you can change. And obviously you got the screwdriver, because you can use that to unscrew and replace different head caps if you need to. And the punch tool, and that cost me about £14 in total from Amazon, so that wasn't too bad. And this little kit cost me £9.99 again from Amazon, and you get all the different colours. And with these ones, the most important thing about cam clips, if you're checking, you should get these pins, then you should get male and female connectors, because obviously they are what clips together. And obviously you'll get double the amount of pins as you will the connectors, because obviously you'll need twice as many as you will. So for a pair of socks you would need 8 of these pins, 4 female and 4 male connectors. And on the socks, as you can see, got that connector there, and the opposite connection there, so you can 1, 2, and that should attach the bow to the sock. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the connector against bow, because it's a slightly different wrapping method. And what I do is I take a small piece, so measure that against your bow. You want it about that way along, just enough so it's hidden behind the bow and you can't see it. And then I have heat sealed both ends, because we don't want it to fray. You want it just a little bit up from there, so you've got a little bit of a tab showing over. You pop that through, put your connector on like so. Okay, and then you take your tool like this. You put that like so, so this head is sitting in the cup in the tool. Then get your clamp, clamp it down like so, nice and tight, and then that attaches to your piece ribbon. And you do the opposite side. Again, you want just a little bit of ribbon over the edge. Just centre that up a little bit. There you go. Same connector as the other side. Like this. Into that cup again. And squeeze. Okay. Just move those out of the way. I'm going to take a bow. I'm going to put a tiny dot of glue there. There we go. We're going to put that against there, like so, and then we're going to take our matching middle heat sealer end. I want a touch of glue here, just a little bit, like so, right on the back. Like that. Hold for a second, remove all my glue stringers. And we wrap the bow as normal, at least twice. There you go. Cut off our excess. And we're going to glue as normal. There we go. So there's your bow. That's ready to be attached to the pair of socks at the minute. And as you can see, one side, we want the bow to go the opposite, so that they're both on the outside of the bow. The pair of socks, so the bows are both on the outside. And what I do is to lift up the lining like so, put that through there, and you put your connector on over that like so, and press, and then slip that underneath your sock. Make sure it's in the cup exactly the same as we did earlier. There we go, completely in the cup. And then press down like so. And then what I do is I use this to put that there. So the other connector needs to come through there. And again, right on that line. Can you see? Here. Press down there. Lift it up so you can see that. Thread it through. Make sure you clips completely in the cup like that, and then press. There you go. That's you can see. They're both there. They don't tend to agitate the child too much against the legs. They don't dig too much. You can add a felt coating if you need to, but my niece doesn't have any problems that I'm aware of that our sister's mentioned. They don't bother her when they're on her legs or anything like that, so it's good. And then all you do, clip, clip, like so, and to remove, you can use that tab and remove. And like I said, this is why you need an adult to do this, not a child. And this is why it's great, because a child can't do it. See, I almost broke my nail earlier when I was trying to show. There we go, and I did break my nail. So like I said, that's how tight they are onto the sock. So like I said, you don't have to worry about the child trying to rip them off. You don't have to worry about them catching on things, because they would literally not move once they're on there until an adult literally takes them off to throw them in the wash. So there you go, that's how to use your cam clip to add them to socks. Like I said, you can use them to add to baby grows, on the front of dresses, things like that, if you want to be able to change the bows up, and any sort of things like that. To make bag charms, they're good for that, because again, like I said, you can clip them to things and things. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get notified when I release new videos, because I do one every Tuesday and Friday, and a few other times when I'm got the camera out when I'm working. Do join me over on Facebook. It's under the same name, Catherine's Hairbow Tutorials and Follow-alongs, because I love seeing anything that you make from my tutorials, and I can give you extra help and advice if you need it. Thanks for watching, bye!